Hey guys, it's Austin from Arizona Sulcata. I'm going to show you guys today how to set up your hatchling enclosures. Now, first off, we offer this kit on our website at azsulcata.com. It's a complete kit. You don't have to buy anything else other than supplying the actual enclosure. Now, I'll go over enclosure types later in this video on what you can decide. But other than that, everything else is included in our kit, so you don't have to worry about the wattage of your bulbs, what type of bulbs, the type of substrates, the fixtures, all that stuff. It all comes with it. And not only that, guys, it automatically qualifies you for my full year health guarantee if you purchase a Tortoise with this kit. Now, first step, I'm going to show you guys how to set it up, and more importantly, why we do the things that we do and how it relates to the care of your tortoise. First step is going to be choosing what type of enclosure you're going to use all this stuff with. Let's get to it. Step one is choosing your enclosure type. Now, there's no necessarily right or wrong answer to this. There is some wrong ones, but there's multiple right ones. Let me explain. This is an aquarium. This is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Everything I do show you will still apply to you whether you choose an aquarium or not. Now, the three most popular enclosure types for hatchlings would be an aquarium, a storage tote, or maybe a tortoise table. Let's go over those three. Aquariums and storage totes, essentially the same thing. One is glass, one's plastic. They both work great. Tortoise tables can work great, but it's gonna make you, the owner, have a lot more issues that you have to deal with and things you have to monitor, such as humidity and temperature, which can be controlled in an open top style enclosure like a tortoise table. Now, you'll hear all over online, you'll read things, they say, oh, aquariums are terrible for tortoises, they're awful. Well, let me go over why they say that and why they're wrong. So, first off, they say, well, they can see through the glass and that really stresses them out. There's some validity to that. The thing is that's a super easy problem to fix. They sell wallpapers for these. You can put duct tape around it. Whatever you want to do, problem solved. You can still use the aquarium. Now, the other thing they say is there's not enough ventilation. Well, first off, this whole top is open, and that is way too much ventilation for these tortoises. You need to be able to hold in heat and humidity. So towards the end of this video, I'm going to actually show you how we close off most of this top. Now, sulcatas, most tortoises live underground most of the time. So believe me when I say that this has way more ventilation than they're used to in their natural habitat. The other thing they say is that it gets too hot in an aquarium. Well, that really depends on your bulb type, the wattages you're using, and also the size of the aquarium you're using. Now, this is a 40-gallon aquarium. I recommend this to be the absolute minimum you start off with if you are raising a sulcata hatchling. What I like about the 40-gallon aquarium is that when your hatchling outgrows this, it's pretty much ready to be outside full time. Now, again, this is a minimum, and our kit, if you buy the deluxe kit, will have enough substrate for you to get much bigger type of enclosures because we supply 2 different bags of substrates for that. Again, everything we're going over will work for you if you choose any of the other types of enclosures as well, but I just wanted to kind of go over the myths of why aquariums are bad, and it's just not true. Okay, they're great. This aquarium I've literally raised thousands of hatchlings in. Okay, I've had this for over a decade. So next, let's go over substrates. That's going to be step 2. First thing now that we've chosen our enclosure type is we're going to go over the substrate. Right here we have Reptibark, and right here we have Coco Fiber. Now with our deluxe kit, you're going to get both of these, and with our basic kit, you're just going to get this guy right here. So, what I like to do and why I use these. The Coco Fiber is excellent at holding in moisture, which helps keep your humidity levels up. Now, on the deluxe kit, you can get by just with this just fine, and that's in our basic kit. Our deluxe kit, I go over the top of it with this bark because it keeps things a lot cleaner, and yet you still get that humidity up from the bottom where the Coco Fiber is. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in the Coco Fiber first and the Reptibark second over the top. Before I pour in the Reptibark, I'm going to get this Coco Fiber really wet. Not soggy wet, but wet enough to where it's fairly damp, okay? Now, again, we want humidity levels to be up, so we always want to make sure we keep this nice and moist. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, so I got the substrate in. Sorry if this part's a little bright. I wanted to be able to you guys to see the layers. So just so you guys know, everything that you see right here is probably only half of the substrate I supply in the kit. There's about 3 inches of the Coco Fiber at the bottom and about another 3 inches of the Reptibark on top. Now, on that first layer, the Coco Fiber, it's going to take a lot of water. Make sure you use warm water. Again, you want to keep those humidity levels up. I took about 3 or 4 pitchers full to get that about the right consistency. Now, if you're squeezing it and water's coming out, you put a little too much in, just add a little bit more of the substrate and it'll even it out. So you see the layers. Now, again, I'm going to address this. People say, why high humidity? It's a desert tortoise. First off, it's not a desert tortoise. But second of all, these tortoises, again, this is a hatchling setup. The hatchlings are born in the rainy season, okay? And not only that, but they live underground most of the time. As a matter of fact, the hatchlings will live underground up to a couple months before they even come out and emerge from their eggs. So again, they live underground, high humidity levels. This is what we try to mimic when we're doing this. So the next step is going to be to add the accessories. The water dish, the feed dish, the hide, all that kind of stuff. We're going to bring that in right now and show you what that looks like. Okay, so now that I've got the accessories in, let me show you what I put in and why I put it and why I put it where I put it. So another thing just real quick, this is a pressure spray bottle. This also comes in our deluxe kit. This will save you so much time right here, making sure just being able to hold this button and spray it all down in just a couple seconds as opposed to having to keep, with a normal spray bottle. That'll save you a lot of time right there. Just one of the perks of the deluxe kit. Another perk of the deluxe kit, you see this log hide here. I've attached a vertical piece of wood right here. If you don't do that, the hatchlings will climb this log, flip themselves over, which we all know is not a good thing. I will do this for you in the deluxe kit. If you purchase it, it'll come with that attached on the log. Now on top of the log, we also have our digital thermometer and hygrometer to measure temperature and humidity levels. Again, if you purchase the deluxe kit, you're also going to get a temperature gun so you can spot check every single spot in the enclosure. Now, again, you can go on to azsulcata.com. I have a care sheet on there, and it's going to tell you your temperatures and everything, where you want it. It's all listed out there on the care page. So, log hide, thermometer, hygrometer, feed dish I like to have about in the middle where it is right here. And then the water I put in the corner. This is the automatic water that comes with our deluxe kit. Again, it's going to save you so much time. If you buy the basic kit, you'll basically get 2 feed dishes. One will be a water dish, one will be a feed dish. Again, it works, but this will save you a lot of time. That's really the difference between the basic and the deluxe kit, is saving you time. Now, I like this automatic water a lot because, and they're not all like this. Some may look like this, but they're not like this one. This one has little ridges in here, so when your hatchling goes in here, it makes it easier for him or her to climb in and out of the water. When you put your water in, whether it be one like this or a dish type, make sure you bury it so that it's level with the substrate. Again, another perk of the deluxe kit is you have this Reptibark on top, so it keeps your water and feed nice and clean. When you're just using the Coco Fiber, they get that, the feed and the water dish is so dirty with that. Again, it's fine, it's healthy for them, you can get by with it. This is going to save you a lot of time, not having to clean out all those dishes. Now, the next step. One of the most important and also one of the most confusing steps for people is the lighting. and the heat bulbs and what to do. I'm going to set that up real quick for you guys and explain it, and hopefully it'll help a lot of you out. That's next. All right, so I've got your lamp set up. There's two different types of bulbs that we're going to be using today, and I'm going to show you. They're never going to be on at the same time. One is for nighttime, one is for daytime. Let's go over nighttime first. Nighttime, you're going to want to keep that bulb on this side, closest to the hide. You don't want it directly over the hide because you don't want that hide heating up and acting like an oven and your tortoise cooking in there. So, bad idea. You want it about right here where the front of the hide is, not directly over the top. That bulb is your ceramic heat emitter, also known as a CHE. Again, you don't need to worry about the wattage or anything like that. I take care of that for you. I take the worry out of it. This will produce no light whatsoever. It only produces heat, which is why we use this one at night. Now, this is your heat lamp stand. This will only come with the deluxe kit. If you don't purchase the deluxe kit, you'll get those clamp-on lights that you'll have to position. Again, I'd highly recommend this because you can actually control the temperature of the enclosure with the heat lamp stand by raising or lowering your bulbs to get that temperature just right. Now, the second bulb is your daytime bulb, which I would have on this side around the middle of your enclosure. You don't want it directly over your feed dish or all that food's going to cook and kind of go bad really fast. So, this is going to act as your basking bulb, which is where your tortoise is going to bask and get heat. And it's also going to act as the UV bulb, which is how they get their UV rays. That is this bulb right here. It acts as both of those things for you. Again, you don't have to worry about the wattages or what type of UV bulb to get. There's a million of these out there. There's so many different kinds, and not all of them will work for your tortoise. There's a lot that won't work. There's a lot that can be bad for your tortoise. It's very important to choose the right one. I can almost promise you, if you go to a pet store and you ask an employee to help you with this stuff, you're going to come away with things that you don't need, things that aren't good for your tortoise. I literally get emails every day from people that went to a pet store and they got things that they recommended and it's not anything they needed. I had to tell them to go back to the store and exchange their stuff to get the right things. Now, again, to qualify for my full year guarantee, you have to get your enclosures approved by me beforehand. So in order to save all those trips to the pet store and getting things right or wrong, if you just purchase the kit, it automatically qualifies you for that full year guarantee. Now, whether you buy a tortoise from me or not, this kit is awesome because it gives you everything you need. It takes away all the guesswork. Let's go over temperatures. Again, deluxe kit, you're going to get this awesome temperature gun so you can immediately check temperatures in the enclosure. So, cool side, which is going to be the side furthest away from your hide. You want your warm side to be where your hide is. The cool side, I'd recommend it never drop below 80 degrees. If that happens, you set yourself up for risk for your tortoise to get a respiratory infection. You want this area to be about 80 degrees around your water. Warm side over by your hide, you want to be in the 90 degree range. That's ideal. Now, directly underneath your basking bulb during the day when this is on, or when your nighttime bulb, your CHE is on, you want this area to be about 100 degrees. Not so much at night. At night you want about 90 degrees. But when your basking bulb is on during the day, you want that basking spot to be about 100 degrees. That's going to cover your temperatures. Again, go to azsulcata.com, check out my care page. It's all outlined for you there on my website. That is the kit, guys. That's how to set up an enclosure for your hatchlings. Again, it does not have to be this aquarium. It can be anything. This all applies to the other enclosures. This kit is designed to go with whatever enclosure you decide. Lots of substrate available. Again, highly recommend the deluxe kit. It's going to save you time and energy and peace of mind, really, is what it does. One other thing, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'd show you guys, you don't want this top to be open. You want it to be closed off. Now, what I do personally is I cut plexiglass to fit this. So there's an open spot right here for the bulbs to go down. So this area where my arms are would be open, and this would be closed, and this would be closed. That's what I like to use. I use plexiglass, cover the top. Now, it can be as simple as putting some saran wrap or plastic wrap over the tops of these sides. It can be that easy. You just want to be able to cover this top so you can keep some moisture in and keep some of that heat from escaping. Any questions, guys, visit azsulcata.com. Check out my care page. Feel free, anyone, whether you bought from me or not, email me. I help people out all the time. Email me at azsulcata@gmail.com. I'm happy to answer everyone's questions, tell you guys how to set this up. Any tips, tricks you guys want to know, message me anytime. I'm happy to help. Thanks, guys. Again, it's Austin from Arizona Sulcata. I'll see you next time.